Old AOC, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. Green Deal is Commie Red. This comes from Ron Paul, Liberty Report level. Ron, crazy old Uncle Ron, love him. Representative Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. Alexandria Ocasio Cortez has released an overview of her Green New Deal. She calls it a massive transformation of our society. That makes me happy. And it is, but it is far more than battling climate change proposal. It's an attempt on steroids to move the United States in the direction of hardcore central planning. Which, hey, what could go wrong, right? It calls for a building on FDR's second Bill of Rights by guaranteeing a job with a family-sustaining wage. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Family and medical leave. All right, I'm on. Vacations and retirement security. Sweet. You mean I could get all of that stuff without having to do much? Sign me up. High-quality education, including higher education and trade schools. I thought we already had high-quality education that really is not that high because, and maybe that's what she's going to fix, but the professors in our colleges, this is a side note, by the way, are absolute crazy Marxists that are behind the social justice movement and social justice programming. And it is insane the crap they put in the minds of our kids. But I'm sure that, this better education wouldn't have anything to do with that. But anyways, yeah, including higher education and trade schools. I thought we already had all that, but whatever. Clean air and water and access to nature. Well, I love clean air. Love me some water and access to nature. Love it. Gotta have it. Healthy food. Okay. You still got me. High quality health care. Okay. Well, we have that right now. We have high quality health care. Moving to a plan where we have Medicaid for all, Medicare for all, single payer health care is not going to give you higher quality health care. It's just not. And that look around the whole world and see where they've done it. And if you've experienced that, please comment something. I'd like to hear from you. Because it's not. Safe, affordable, and adequate housing. Okay. Economic environment free of monopolies. I thought this was her climate change deal. What is all this? It's crazy. Economic security for all who are unable or, wait for it, right here. It's pretty awesome. Unwilling. Oh, you can't see that. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can. My guitar's in the way. Or unwilling to work. So economic security for all who are unable or unwilling to work. Incidentally, they went through this blog that she posted this up. It got yanked down as soon as it started getting some attention, and then they tried spinning it, saying that this was Republicans or something that threw this up, and they manipulated it. And nope, this really was from her. There's archived photos of it that I think maybe I grabbed of her. This is her plan. She threw up there. Then Democrats like, whoa, slow the train. We got to get the mic away from AOC. She is just, Pelosi, in fact, as we're going to touch on later, didn't include her, which made her cry. Didn't include her in the climate change committee because she's crazy. No, most of this has nothing to do with the battling climate change. Oh, yeah, sorry. Or even a green environment. It's a march towards communism. You think? AOC is using a slick Leninist type ploy here. Use a crisis in one area to advance a major wholesale change in society. She knows exactly how transforming her mad plan would be, she writes. The level of investment required is massive, even if every billionaire and company came together and were willing to pour all the resources at their disposal into this investment. The aggregate value of the investment they would make would not be sufficient. So this is, she writes, my bold. Old Ron Paul, bold, Dean. Would not be sufficient. We're just saying that the level of investment required will need every actor to pitch in, and that the government is best placed to be the prime driver. Well, of course it is, because government doesn't ever screw stuff up, right? Right? The bigger the government with these lefties, the better the government, right? And they don't screw anything up. And speaking of healthcare, what is government healthcare ran by, that is done so well? Well, let's take a look at the VA, Veterans Administration, right? And the healthcare there. Our VA system sucks. And it's a very small number of people that are on it. Can you imagine trying to put 300 million people on a single payer healthcare system? 300 million? All these other examples that people point to of, wow, the single payer healthcare works wonderful. None of them have anywhere even near 300 million people. And our VA sucks. So if you think healthcare is going to get better when all of a sudden the government's paying for it, you're crazy. You're out your mind. And this her little plan. I don't know if they touches in here or not. Maybe it does. I read it. It's $6 trillion. $6 trillion with a T. Now, most people don't even care, don't even understand the trillions and the billions and the millions. Well, just to kind of give you a perspective for some people, $1 million is $100,000, right? That's 1 million. $1 billion is 1,000. Don't really know how to pause a live stream, so whatever. Kids come first, right? She wants to upgrade or replace every building in the U.S. for state-of-the-art energy efficiency. Every building in America. Assuming for the moment that climate change needs to be fought and that the U.S. can do something about it, this woman has no understanding of the concepts of marginal costs and benefits, wrote Paul. Under any program where basic economics is understood, you would never call on upgrading or replacing every building in the country. But I think we've understood AOC doesn't get economics real great, doesn't get a lot of stuff. She was a bartender who then became a congresswoman, and really has no clue what she's doing. She's just throwing a lot of rhetoric out there and just throwing buzzwords out there to get people excited. And there's no way her plans are going to be able to work. So going back to it, her plan would be $6 trillion a year. We have spent $6 trillion in the wars over the last, when we went from Iraq, I believe, till current, we've spent roughly $6 trillion. She wants to spend $6 trillion a year on this. A year. A trillion is 1,000 billion dollars. A billion is 1,000 million dollars. Our national debt is at $21 trillion. She wants to spend basically a third of that every year for these plans. It's insanity. And I'm so glad she's out there promoting it. I really am. I'm glad she's out there promoting it. I touched on this the other day. Do you want to know why I'm proud she's out there? Is because it can't ever work. This is craziness. I mean, let them yell this stuff from the rooftops, man, because it can't work. And so, this is great having these people out there promoting this stuff. It's great for us because it's ridiculous. It's silly. So, anyway.